Religion taught blacks to never be responsible for anything happening in their life. It's either God's will or the devil's fault. JAHPOWER. Be king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. Y'all thumb up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell. Now, I done went and bought the little, the podcast or whatever. The mic. You see what I'm saying? The control board. I just got it in, family. So we going to be going live every Thursday night at 7. And I put the flyer up here for the first live stream. And so I just plugged it up. It's working real good. And so I'm ready. And they're going to give y'all an opportunity to come up here and put that work in. All right. My channel, JAHPOWER, it's JAHPOWER. You see what I'm saying? It's for all of us. So, religion taught blacks to never be responsible for anything happening in their life. It's either God's will or it's the devil's fault. See, we was talking about this the other night. Now, we going to go through some slides right quick. I'm going to go through some slides. So, thumb up the video. Thumb up the video. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, am I addicted to YouTube, or is this just a calling for the ancestors for me to come, and leave you with something to put in your back pocket every day? So thumb up this video. Again, I make you a party, make me one. JAHPOWER. So let's go. We're going to get into this. The footprints in the sand are yours. Jesus never carried you. Feel proud you made it through that shit without an imaginary friend. You see what I'm saying? Again, like I say, my dream is to live in the motherland. Period. Period. See, that's Jesus and that religion and all that is holding y'all back. It's holding y'all back from accomplishing. I want to build a city. I'm on that Akon shit. See what I'm saying? I'm on that Akon shit. I wanna see Babylon fall. I want to see it fall during my lifetime. But see, you holding it up. You propping up Babylon. They treat you like a gum on the bottom of a shoe, and you propping up Babylon like it's heaven or something. Now, I told y'all, them Christians or whatever, I say, you won't want to go walk in the land where your father, your Jesus walk. See what I'm saying? This what I was talking about. That's Ethiopia. You see, that's not America. That's not Europe. That's not Asia. That's not the islands. And nowhere in the Pacific either. That's the motherland. Period. Period. But see, the Christians, they tried to cut off, I guess, the first 5 books of Moses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But how you gonna split a book in half and say, I only read this part, and the other part I don't like? Man, get out of here. That's why I could never be no Christian, point blank. I could never be that. Period. Period. And that's why I don't deal with religion. I'm like Malcolm, if you got a religion, leave that in the house. When you outside with the people, we black power. Period. Period. Because that's that that ace in the hole or whatnot that we can always keep. And when we out here, even if we ain't unified as it seems, when you practice black power, not just Pan-Africanism, black power, nigga, that means, we won. We won Voltron or whatever. We won unit. We like the ants or whatever. When you see the ants or whatever, got more sense than black folk. They know strength is in the numbers. Strength is in the numbers. See what I'm saying? Just like I showed y'all the other day on the Belly of the Beast video. Go watch it. Thumb it up. Thumb this video up. Go watch it. And I showed y'all, I said, Phil Jackson put a quote in there. He said, the strength of the team is in each individual. I done memorized it. The strength of the team is in each Remember, you understand what I'm saying? So you only as strong as your weakest link. If y'all is running all over the place still, we ain't gonna never get nowhere. Now, I guess we know who didn't build the pyramids. We know, and this go to that the myth of the white African, which I done held that video for the podcast or whatnot. So, again, we got the podcast coming. You see what I'm saying? So subscribe to the channel. Y'all got to get these numbers up. Y'all got to get these numbers up. You see what I'm saying? I always make y'all a priority. But again, how can, some white man, Jesus or whoever, be born in Africa, the hottest place on the planet, and they got skin cancer to the 99th degree? Man, they'll be, if you go outside and it's 65 degrees, black people, I feel good out here. You understand what I'm saying? Black people might be like, it's cold. Depends on what area you used to living there. Like me, I'm used to living on the coast. So I can't stand no snow, no cold. Well, I don't like none of it. I wish it was summer. That's why I gotta be in the motherland. But how can a white man be born, or anybody? How so the biblical people could, even though I know it's some goofy or whatever. 99% of that is some goofy. But just for the sake of it, I'm saying, how could the biblical people be white and all of this is happening in Africa? You understand what I'm saying? And so they tried to say, Gail Gadot or whatnot gonna come out here, and think she Cleopatra or whatever. She trying to, take it back or whatever, and keep going with that same narrative, that they put out a long time ago or whatever. With that, the biblical people white, the Israelites is white, the Egyptians is white. All history. I even seen where they did a movie of the Great Wall of China, and the Chinese people was white. You know what I'm saying? So they done usurp. That's why you can't trust the Bible either. They done usurp history from everybody to get themselves validity in the world. So we gonna kill that notion tonight. So the African sign for peace is what we do today. You see, this is a connection between the Nile Valley and the other continental Africans. You understand what I'm saying? So you see the Ashanti man staff got the peace sign of ancient Egypt on top of it. You see that? You see what I'm saying? Then see this show, again, if you go to any tribe, I'm talking about the Zulus, the Dogons, the Ashanti. You see what I'm saying? You go to any of them major tribes, they come from the Nile Valley. Even the Igbos, they be saying they the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? Just like the Ethiopians or whatnot. So that's still the Nile Valley. I'm trying to tell you. And I'm going to get into that a little bit. I can't wait till this podcast pop up. And I'm going to put the flyer up here probably tomorrow. So, again, no Europeans have hair like that. You understand what I'm saying? And we know who the elders and the ancestors are. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes we need to see what our ancestors did before us. See, our people, we got interrupted. It ain't just start, the beef with the beast or whatever just start in 1619, 500 years ago. No, 400 years. No, it started about 2,000 years ago. We've been dealing with these people for a long time. And see, I love the Kemetic brothers, but the Kemetic brothers always wanted to be, celebrities or whatnot. And, one gripe that I got about, the ancient Egyptians, and, I still love them. They didn't hold the line. They didn't hold the line, man. If it wasn't for them, inviting other groups in, and then they was getting invaded too. But, them same groups that invaded them, you gave them a eye spot into your society. They let them chill on the outskirts. And what you think they were doing? Over there plotting. Over there plotting. You stunting. And somebody sitting there hungry. You see what the Israelites, and I love my Israelite brothers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's what the text say. That's what the Pharaoh offered y'all some food and shelter and everything, some water and everything. And we know this, our y'all book. But what I'm saying is, majority of the people that's in the West also come from that area. You understand what I'm saying? But the Hyksos and all them vagabonds was plotting on Africa, plotting on the ancient Egyptians, and then they went to invade. And then, but if that, they could have held the line, we possibly would have never been born in the diaspora. Wouldn't have been no such thing. Now, Europeans did not go to Africa and kidnap slaves. They went and kidnapped doctors, scientists, architects, philosophers, masons, astronomers, etc. You get the point. And so that's facts. When they went, how did the slaves, the so-called slaves, the Africans, have all of that information once they got to the diaspora? If you a slave, you don't know too much. You understand what I'm saying? So they stole some of the greatest people out of Africa, period. How is we the greatest in every sport? How is we the greatest, you know what I'm saying? In anything that we put our mind to that we can do. You see what I'm saying? We can do it. Black people be out there winning spelling bees and everything. The first black one this and the first black one that. Ain't realizing we been done all of this. We came over here educated people, but they called you ignorant because you couldn't speak their language. You know what I'm saying? Illiterate and all that, because you couldn't speak their language. But they was illiterate to us. And we gonna get into that language too, because I was just looking at a couple photos I said, hold on, we finna get into that. And I'm gonna show y'all how, first, how the ancient Africans created language, and then I'm gonna show you how it was, went into the Ashanti land, and you see Cameroon and all that. They script matched with the ancient Egyptian script, and then I'm gonna show you how it came to the West. So look right here. This is an African traditional priest with the leopard skin in West Africa. You see what I'm saying? But then you see the Central African priest in the Congo with the same thing. But then you see, I think that's King Tut right there. You see him wearing the same thing. So who are the ancient Egyptians? You see what I'm saying? Then I just showed you when they in Egypt, if you go over there, they're going to be having umbrellas, basically trying to have some shade. But then if it's a black group there, they just going to be walking right into the sun. No different, because it don't burn our skin. Facts. And so we know who we are. And if you don't know, you better figure it out, and figure it out quick. The Bible say, ye are gods. Ye are gods. Period. And it also say the kingdom of God lie within. And so they got that from the ancient Egyptians, and I done showed that before. You see what I'm saying? And I done showed that before. So you see, and I'm going to get into their hair too. You see the hairstyles that they got in Africa, we still use in the West today. But what I'm saying is, we can see that these is an African people, period. There's no validity to no Elizabeth Taylor, trying to do, Gail Gadot trying to do Elizabeth Taylor and trying to play Cleopatra and all that. All of that is fake, period. All of that is fake. Show me some Ptolemies. Now look at see, this is why we gotta wake up. Now, in Africa, they don't value their own, traditions. You understand what I'm saying? They'll go do it when ain't nobody watching. See, they don't like this shit either. Y'all can see she's so silly, you know, thinking she getting some God, the Bible upside down, so she ain't reading nothing. And you see it got them moonzungus on the front of it. So what religion is mind control, indoctrination for mind control. That's just period. And so why do they take that? Everybody that worship this shit is doing bad. Only people that do good that deal with this is the preacher. Is the preacher. He got a Cadillac. He got the Mamani suits on. He live in the country club. But the people that he talking to live in the projects. You live in Wint Street. You live in Compton. You live in Southside Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You live, you know, on 125th down, you know, in New York or whatever. Where you going in the sea? And you go back to the hood and you know, struggling, and he got it. You understand? A church will never go out of business. Why? Because it's funded by the government to keep the people docile. That's just period. That's just period. So in Africa, again, they mostly worship they traditional religions. But when they out there with the people, they are put on the front because y'all done call, you know, the original spirituality and the original religion from Africa voodoo, and made it seem like it's something bad and everything black is some devil worship or something. You see what I'm saying? And this is what we think. We gotta snap out of that trick. Cause I be on my juju all the time. You come over here talking that smack to me, I'm gonna go over here and, you know, pull up them Mauritius right quick, and you know, your head gonna be looking like Beetlejuice, all small, and all that. You see what I'm saying? That's how I get down, and no, I tell you. Hell, y'all be on my Vodun right up in here. All kind of matches. You come up in here, you be thinking you in the Congo somewhere or something. You get scared and run up out of here. That's right. And I told you but y'all over there in misery. Y'all over here trying to chase material things and wonder why you can't get it. You over here trying to chase the money and we wonder why you can't get it. I don't do none of that shit and got all that shit. And don't even really, you know, value it because my people out here fucked up, and they be like, damn, I can't even, you know, sometimes when I had to take most vacations by my damn self, most people ain't even got the money to, you know, take a nice vacation or something. These niggas be like, well, we just gonna go, you know, one state over or whatever. Then that's a vacation for them, and you know, they'll do that for 10 years and never go nowhere, never do nothing, never see none of the world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so one is authentic, the other is fiction. Again, when you look on the walls on the right, the people's is black. But then when you go, do they try to show images of in the Bible of the Egyptians, or they try to create a little painting of the Egyptians? This is what they paint. Arabs and Europeans. Arabs and Europeans, but when you go look at the original paintings, they're African. And you see that they got their henna in their hair. Well, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. They got their henna in their hair. You see, that's why they hair blonde. Yeah, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. And so, and this right here is an ancient Egyptian. And so the Europeans think this is what they think of the ancient Egyptians and Nubians. You see, this is an actual statue in Europe. Let me blow it up for you. And they try to fake like they the ancient Egyptian, but then they know they ain't. You understand? What they saying is we done conquer black people, period. Because they look at this as the greatest society ever, the greatest people that ever walked the earth, period. They are Europeans will tell you that, and then the kudos that they get out of it, that we conquered these people. So how great are we? That's why they say Great Britain. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they say that shit. See what I'm saying? They feel like they the greatest people because they conquered the greatest people. And now, matter of fact, they ancestors enslaved your people. And now, the people that they conquered worship them. And they know that. They know that they got one up on your ass. Period. So first, they conquer your ancestors who they used to worship, which I showed. Don't worship the gods in Egypt, your forefathers. You see what I'm saying? Worship me, the Lord. I showed y'all that. I showed y'all that. So you worshiping your conqueror. You worshiping your conqueror. And that's what happened most of the time with slaves. Slaves, you lose, you gonna worship the person that beat you. Period. And that's real. That's not no conjecture or nothing. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. So let me go here. Any religion that teaches you to love your enemies had to be created by your enemies. What I just say? What I just say? I'm on that Akon shit. I'm on that Akon shit. I'm on that Wakanda shit or whatever. I'm on that B1 shit. I'm on that A1 shit. Period. Y'all gotta get on it, man. Throw them up this video. Any religion that teaches you to love your enemies, what did I just say? Had to be created by your enemies. All right. Just like I did the Jay-Z video yesterday. See, how should I say it? Being broke and when you on the bottom, you don't have time to think about nothing. That's just like if a person that's starving and he get, a hot dog, which is a meager meal, and he get a hot dog, he gonna act like that's the best meal he ever had. Why? Because he been starving. He been starving. So what am I saying? Y'all been spiritually starved. Period. That's why soon as he threw you that little cracker or whatever, literally, and you jump right on it because you spiritually starved. And so you will worship your enemy. You understand? You will worship your enemy. You understand what I'm saying? Period. For vanity. Vanity and materialism. And you wonder why the creator not answering your calls or none of that. Because you really not worshiping the creator. You worshiping your enemy. Period. So look right here. So the Atlantic Ocean was originally called the Ethiopian Sea. Period. 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 See, they never talk. See, they gonna keep you at a lower level at all points in time. And that's the objective. Mind control. There's never gonna be a time in the West where black people gonna get to unite like some type of fantasy or something. That'll never happen. Unity with the black nation will never happen in a white nation. Any white nation. Australia, America, any of that. You understand what I'm saying? Any of that. It'll never, South America, it'll never happen nowhere in the West. This the belly of the beast. Period. Period. But you see that the connection that Africa got to humanity. You understand what I'm saying? Without our original ancestors, there will be no humanity. There will be no people. Period. So let me get here. So let me keep rolling. All right. So the ancient Egyptians they say they want their damn story back. You see what I'm saying? You see how they done stole our history and painted it white, and y'all worship the white image because y'all don't know nothing about the black image. Period. Even with the United States, again, this country was built on the concept of ancient Egypt. That just period. That just period. If you go to the grave sites of a lot of these prominent rich white people around the country in America, Dodge, or Dodge, Christ, all them people, any of them prominent presidents or any, they worship ancient. They got sphinxes that they joint, pyramid. They not buried with no Jesus on their tomb. They got the ancient African up there because they know the original story. The stone, they duplicated, we originated. Creators know who self. You know thyself. Know thyself again. I ain't turning my back on the ancestor for shit. I don't care what. Period. I ain't turning my back on the ancestors for shit. For nothing. For nothing. No money. No earthly, worldly things will I let, talk me about my blackness. Period. 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 Because I am a manifestation of the deity. Y'all gotta. And when I say y'all, I'm not saying everybody. Because the ones who know, they know exactly what I'm saying. They know exactly what I'm saying. So I ain't turning my back on the ancestors for nothing. Because they watching. They watching. And some of the stuff y'all out here doing, they turning and you ain't getting into the big Africa in the sky. They not gonna let Tahuti gonna turn you right. Apep gonna grab you. Apep gonna grab you, and you ain't gonna make it through. You ain't gonna make it through. See what I'm saying? You not. So who are you? Who are you? Figure out. Get on that study. Get on that study. See, you see this little short man right here. Once he got his knowledge on, he felt 7 feet tall. He fell 7 feet tall, and he see himself as a comedic brother. Period. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So, a hard fact. All hard scientific evidence proves that the ancient Egyptians are African. The age and the location of the ancient city and the ancient artifacts and the DNA analysis of the mummies, the only thing that they refute that the mummies were in fact African, and are the word theories and conjecture and written by white historians. White historians wrote history to make themselves by stealing Africans' ancient history and falsely portraying it as theirs. That's just facts. That's just facts. That's just facts. Here you go right here. This in the book of Jasher. This one of them books that was taken out the Bible. See, y'all ain't got the Kebra Nagas. Y'all still over here reading King James. And then missing mad books. You got to go get, why wouldn't you want the rest of the information? Why would you want the incomplete works? When the real one out here, you can go buy it for yourself. Get the Kebra Nagas. Period. Period. So look, in the book of Jasher 60 and 1 and 5, it says, after the death of Joseph, Zipporah and son Ephraim, or whatever, the son of Esau fled from Egypt. He and his son, his men, him and his men, and they went away. And he came to Africa, which is the Pubaline and the Anges king of Africa, and the Anges received them with great honor, and he made Zipporah the captain of his host. See, again, they trying to create a history and put themselves in the history of ancient Egypt and the ancient Africans. Again, flip to the back of your book. It ain't none of them places that it's Africa, period. Look, so this that Hannah I was talking about the other day, the ancient Africans or the Africans today, just like the ancient Africans have be blue, orange, blind, just like early on the glyphs. But the people in the West is not doing it for this because you don't know nothing about this. Period. You don't know nothing about this. That right there is a dye that they use. I'm talking about they blue, green, every color that you can think of, the Africans be painting their hair. But when you see yellow, red, orange, any of them colors like that, it represents the sun. Period. So they'll paint their whole body red. You know what I'm saying? Hair and everything. And it be blonde. So this is the winged sun disc. You see what I'm saying? And a footnote on the winged sun, this it means know thyself, and this will be at the top of every Egyptian temple. They telling you to never forget who you are, because you will never get to where you going. That's just real. That's what it's saying, and people done used that but didn't know it came from the Nile Valley. Now look, y'all over here in Never Land, thumb up the video. And Never Land, and Never Land, it's getting harder and harder to hold an intelligent conversation with black adults who believe in fairy tales. Period. I told somebody that shit last night, I think. Because again, she go, yeah, that was the Jay-Z video. Somebody came, it might have been a girl, I don't know who it was. Somebody came up here and said, you know, why we gonna believe Jay-Z or something when he got the devil music in his songs or something? He be talking about the devil in his songs. See what I'm saying? Anything that they perceive to be bad is the devil. Anything that happen to them that's good is God. It's like they got a little devil on one shoulder and a God on the, that. Y'all is crazy. That's insane. And the crazy shit is, it be white people. You worship white people. Damn. You worship your enemy. That's just period, yo. That's just period. Black intelligence is one of the most highly feared things in the world, Craig. Period. Period. That's Dr. Clark. That's Amos Wilson. That's Shay Auntie Diop. That's Dr. Ben. That's Dr. Sabi. And the great Khalid Muhammad. You see what I'm saying? Them the grandmaster teachers, but you know, that's only a few. That's only a few, man. If y'all ain't got them on your bookshelf, you tripping. You better go get some books on Black Man, Black Man of the Nile. You see what I'm saying? Columbus in the African Holy Cross. You know what I'm saying? That's Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark right there. You see what I'm saying? Go get them books. You see what I'm saying? Khalid Muhammad. Wesley Muhammad just came out with the Khalid Muhammad, new joint or whatever. Dr. Sabi got some joints out there. Of course, Shank Auntie Diop out there. Amos Wilson got them out there. Black Power. You see what I'm saying? So, thumb up this video, family. We got a lot of work to do in our development. Again, there's levels to this. I can't expect everybody to get everything because it took me over 10 years to get this information. I only been on YouTube for 1 year. But, I've clearly, see that ain't many people got to this level yet. And I just wanted to come on here tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow. JAHPOWER! Beep, beep, King, get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown.